Hello, hello, hello. Biohack here with another live arena video. All right, let's see. What's in our soul merchants? Blade Master, Brago, King Garag, Lamasu. No, thank you. I'm doing a lot of thinking about like what I want to do to deal with all these Nice and Siegfried teams. I've been thinking about. We talked about Basilius Roanus as a potential option to deal with Siegfried. Honestly, I was even exploring Timit a little bit. Timit the Fool. He's actually pretty good against Siegfried because his, if you look at his attacks, this one decreases duration of all enemy buffs by 3 turns. Thank you for the sub. Hell yeah. Starting us off solid. Hold on, let me check my, where's my dashboard? Heart Lysandra, hooking it up. Appreciate that. This decreases the duration of buffs by 3 turns. So if you open with this and then activate his passive, it will strip the block damage off, and then you can follow up with this. The problem with Timid is just like his damage is good, but not quite good enough to deal with the Siegfrieds at my level. So I think I'm going to get a 4-star soul for him. I also have 2 other copies for him, so if I ever get Duke Bannerlords, I could empower him. There is a world where Siegfried is, or where Timid is actually a good go-to option to deal with Siegfried. But I think it's going to require a little bit of investment, and I think I'm going to make that investment, but I'm trying to figure out, like, what do I want to do during the current free regearing event? So I think the champion I want to try and rebuild, I'm not really using Alice. I'm not really using Georgid. I'm not really using, I mean, those are the main ones whose gear like could potentially get used better. I think I'm going to try and focus on Karnage more. The question is do I want him faster than Marius? And do I want to put him in Stone Skin even if it lowers his damage significantly? The problem is I don't really run any increased attack in my team right now, so we are running without increased attack. That being said, he has so much control in his kit that we can get away with it, and his second form hits super hard even without increased attack if you can get debuffs and stuff on the team. So anyway, I say all that just to say that I'm going to try and use Karnage more in fights. I've been doing it yesterday. I'm going to be doing it a little bit more today to see if it's worth putting better gear on him, moving some of my gear off of like George and some of the other stuff. Heartless Xander says, hey, I've been watching your YouTube videos for a while. I'm also Gold 4 Live Arena. I haven't had the chance to face against you yet, hoping I will sometime. Fought against one of my clan mates, Extinct Pebble, a lot, though. It's always fun to watch those. Hell yeah. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, I fought against Extinct Pebble a whole bunch. I fought him, I think, on the last stream a few times. Oh, shit. Tyraku. All right. Let's see how this goes. Tyraku's playing that Kraken account now that he got gifted. It runs Siegfried, Ailiel, Arbias, Marichka, Necrit. And this Arbias is fast. So we're probably going to need to... Yeah, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to go... I'm going to have to Volk Sulfit. He might throw the Marichka against me. He probably will. Oh, shit. What play can I make here? I mean, we could Volk Sulfit and just hope we get the fear. From the Volk. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. The other option, honestly, could be to just let the Ailiel through. And he'll kill one of my nukers. He'll kill one of my champions, like, in the opener, but then I can just follow up with a kill on him. Like if I run Mezimel, if he runs Necrit Ileal and I run Mezimel and ban the Siegfried, Ileal can kill either Marius or Armans or Ileal or a Mezimel, but he can't kill all of them, and then Mezimel can end the fight by block reviving him. Okay, so he doesn't do that. So I go Volcanos, and this just comes down to who bans who. The other option is Karnage. I think I'm gonna go Karnage. What's up, Bad Monkey? Oh shoot, I should have picked the Karnage Aura. We might just lose this because Shuzen's faster than Sulfurion. I don't think I've ever done a Shuzen to Sulfurion test. No, we're faster. Okay. Who's the polymorph target? I hope I didn't make a mistake with that. God, in hindsight, that might be kind of bad. No, we didn't. Okay. All right, Karnage. Oh, that was clutch. See, that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about right there. That was beautiful. Karnage coming in hot. I'm throwing him in the thumbnail for that fight. Nice one? Yeah. It was a good fight. Oh, that was clutch. I'm getting a lot of value out of him. I picked up that 4-star soul last month, and that made a huge difference because I can actually get him into a build that does enough damage, even without increased attack. Did you craft the red relic yet? Yeah, I did. I should have probably saved it to do, you know, on recording. But I got it and I was like really impatient, so I just clicked it. I got a second aspect of Siroth, which is not the worst thing I could have got, but it's probably I mean, obviously the best thing would have been the hallowed hilt relic, like the mythical relic. And then probably as far as epics, or if we rank the legendary relics, I would have wanted a wand. And then I would have wanted a... actually, to be honest, though, it's not the worst thing that we didn't get the wand, because then we found out we're going to get a guaranteed wand. Well, I guess it's not guaranteed, because people could vote for something else, but they're not going to. Anyway, back up. Wand would have been the first choice, and then maybe Aspect of Siroth second choice as far as legendary goes. The other legendary relics don't get me too excited. I think we can get away with Karnage in this fight again. So, I mean, I could, in theory, I wouldn't mind having 4 wands. Even 5, potentially. For Kaja, Sulfurion, Armans, Fabian, and Warlord. So I guess I would have preferred one still, but so we're definitely going, I think we're going Sulfurion. Who do I want to ban in this situation? I'm gonna ban the Siegfried, because if the Siegfried is in Gotta remember to pick the Carnage aura. If the Siegfried is in Pinpoint, or not Pinpoint, in Feral, or Immunity, I guess it's just a better way to say it, I won't have a way to lock his passives. It's frustrating, but ultimately fine. I think the best person to go after here is... Okay, we got block passives, but that's it. No block actives, which is a bummer. That's one of the things, is like having high damage on Karnage can actually kind of hurt you. Because it would have been better if I killed him in 3 hits instead of 2 hits. He could just swap forms and stun me. Yeah, I think we're toast now. Yeah, maybe... Fuck. Maybe I should put him in Stone Skin, just because having him with lower damage would actually be good. So tired of seeing Gizmak or Nice in every fight? Yeah. I should have gone for the Siphi. This is the thing. I feel like Siegfried's hard to use. I feel like he's he's a champion that requires a lot of skill, in the sense that you really want to pick your target for your A3 carefully. The other option I could have done, honestly, and maybe this would have been smarter, is just form swap and nuke. Because I had... No, I lost... No, I had debuffs. At least one debuff on everyone. So we would have got the double hit from his nuke. Seen a lot of Carnage uses lately. Yeah, well, I mean, when everyone and their mother is running Siegfried, yeah, like, Nice. It's kind of hard. So what do we got? We got... Do I know this? Commodus and Gizmak. Gizmak's and Stone Skin. How's the Commodus built? Stone Skin, Pinpoints. Damn it. Ugh. Okay. We're still in it. Still in it. He could just swap stun and win the fight, but he probably won't do that. He'll probably revive. I don't know if I give this fight to Karnage, because if I'm being honest, it's Armons who won it, but still pretty legit. Can't complain. These fights are pretty good. See, it's like, that's what I'm talking about. It's so hard to balance the damage, though. Because if Karnage did 10% more damage in that fight, he would have been way more useful. I feel like maxing the damage probably trumps the Stone Skin. Especially because you just have the option of I gotta run and go second against this guy. Is what I said before. He picked Marichka. But now that he has Marichka, I can't really run a go second because he'll just kill me with Commodus. Actually, I guess I could go like... We could go like Mezimel Necrit. And ban the Commodus. There's a good chance there's a good chance okay, it's an interesting one. I think we don't even turn meter boost with the Kaja. Wow, did you get lucky with your mythical craft? I got a... Not really. I got a... What's it called? Let's do this. I got a... Aspect of Siroth. I don't see how we don't just lose everyone. Yeah. What would I have done differently? That's so hard with Hegemon. His Crixia, the problem is the Crixia is like so fast. It's faster than my Sulfurion, I think. I haven't tested it since I got the wand on the Sulfurion, so maybe. This player runs Narcy, Siegfried, Odin, Shuzen, Mikage, and Korra, Marichka, Kaja, and the... Shuzen is faster than Kaja if I leave the Odinora in. Probably hit red mat today. Wouldn't mind another wand. Yeah, I would have loved another wand. It's either wand or it's either wand or I mean Hallowed Hilt would be my number one. From the options available, Hallowed Hilt would be my number one. To make Kaja like 490 something speed. But after that, it would have been another wand. There's another relic in the Live Arena set that gives 12 speed, I think. That one would have been good too. Okay. play can I possibly make here? I was thinking the only way I could win that is if the Karnage stole the Stone Skin off the Odin and then tanked the Siegfried and then was able to pull off the block active, block passive with after the Marichka died. See, one of the things I'm thinking about... Actually, well, would that work? Not in that fight, I don't think. I mean, the problem with that is I need Sulfurion, but if I pick but I have to ban Shuzen because she's faster than Kaja. I just need to be faster. I need a Relic on Kaja. What's up, No Mercy? GG. I think I have to get Marius to win that. Your Shuzen's 467 speed. Oh, that's good to know. So really the reason you beat me is because you have a better aura. But if I use the Karnage aura... No, I think you'd still beat me. Even if I use the Karnage aura. Like your Kaja? Yeah. If I had a Relic. Ever +2. Yeah, Kaja's great. Because you can empower her. You can't empower so many other things. Okay, so we've got a UDK. That's fine. I have to do that. So the play is Poly the Karnage. Oh, shit. What? How? This is kind of silly because I have... Well, okay. Damn. Oh, I messed this up. I should have opened with the... Well, actually, no. Armand's couldn't take the turn meter. Oh, I'm just so shocked that Gizmac went before me, even though I turn meter boosted. Jeff Fabian? No. I wish. I'm going to get him, what, in the next couple of days? Did I just lose 3 in a row? That sucks. He's just so pitiful. More most people go forward. The most I can manage is 402 on my shoes in. Yeah. I think this is a bot, isn't it? The bot thing annoys me so much. I don't want to fight bots. I don't care about the free win. It's just... Like, the wins don't mean anything. I just want to actually... play battles, real battles, especially since they make the bots so slow. Like, if you're gonna give me a free win of this bullshit, at least like make the bots pick their fights immediately. Like, why do I have to sit here? This is gonna take like 5 minutes to do this pointless bot fight. So annoying that I'm gonna win in 1 second. Like, slow. This is worse than the, like, buggy 1 minute lockout thing. I'd rather have that than this. Oops, just minimized everything. Oh, I hate when that happens. How do you recognize a bot? Because it's a 4,200 player, and you know it happens every after you lose 3 fights in a row. It's a 4,200 player with 1,300 live arena points. This is not a thing that can like ever exist in reality, and it happens every time you lose 3 in a row. Riverdsbro was curious if you picked, or you're gonna build out your Fabian when you get him. I'm still torn on how to do it. And then I need to think about like short term versus long term, because long term he's going to be my next 6-star. I assume we're going to have like a Titan event and I'll pick up the 5-star. I have the essence to buy the 6-star when it shows up in the shop, but that's probably 2 months away if we're being optimistic. I mean, like best case scenario maybe a month, and like worst case scenario like 6 months. So how we want to build him before we get him 6-star. Like there's no reason for me to go like super fast to try and win speed races with a 5-star champion. It's just not going to happen, especially since his base speed is bad. Let's just open these two, I guess. Oops. So I probably go high resistance. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm like kind of like, oh, should I go for Timid? Because if I go for Timid, he brings fear. Like fear is getting a huge buff with Fabian, right? So that would be a great option for Siegfried's also, where you could just start dropping the fears on people. We'll go ahead and do Karnage in this fight. It's going to come down to Sulf. Well, it's not necessarily going to come down, but there's a good chance it comes down to Sulf versus Sippy. So he'll help with the speed, and we have guaranteed Stone Skin Strip. Honestly, odds are that Karnage doesn't get a turn because the fight ends before that happens. It's one way to do it. Oops. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Why do I always forget to pick the Karnage aura? I believe he has to have Stone Skin since his base stats aren't high. No. Not if you go first. I'm probably going to win the speed race, but I'm doing this anyway. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh my god. Well, good thing I did. This is just a nuke everybody fight. I don't know why I thought like I was just distracted by chat. Are you gonna try Alaz with Fabian? Alaz gives extra 20% to fear. It's only in form 2. Is the problem? So you have to swap before it activates, which I guess is fair. Yeah, I mean I could run like Kaja, Armand's, Fabian, Timid, Sulfurion Alaz build. Part of me is like slightly tempted to just convert my Alaz into an HP based nuker and use Form 2. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. He-Man, Siegfried, Marichka, Noel are bias. Okay. You have Fortis. He could pair well with Fabian. It's the most viable he will ever be, and he also increases fear chance and has a passive keep him alive. I don't have Fortis. No. God, I need to start. I should have picked a counter to Siegfried because I don't know if this Siegfried's in Stone Skin or not. Think Queen with the A2 could pair with Fabian? Sure. It's a weird pick in my opinion. I know this player has Noel. I thought they were going to pick Noel. I would have been way more scared of that. Oh, what the heck? What am I doing? I'm a dum-dum. I totally forgot I needed to ban the Marichka. Whoops. I mean, it's fine. If we kill this... Oh, fuck me, dude. Wand of... Or, it was fucking... Siroth. So I needed the, Oh my god. We actually went first anyway. I kind of don't want to kill him. No, I'll just do it. I needed the He-Man to turn meter boost the Karnage. I could have just gone. Well, I don't really. I mean, Queen made the most sense in terms of who to target because Marichka probably is in reaction. Oh shit, it's Handy. Damn, Handy has a lot of points still. I haven't fought Handy in forever, but he must have been doing battles. How is his Siegfried built? Last time I fought his Siegfried was built in Stone Skin. He might try and hedge him on me. He has no speed aura. Yeah, I was going to say, he might go Marichka. Marius ban? That's weird. Why would he ban Marius? We could be in trouble if the Mezzo doesn't, or if the okay, so we've got a, yeah, I was gonna say we could be in trouble if we don't get the strip. Okay, so we got the block actives, that's good, and block passives. His best play is to swap. Nope. Okay. Fine. I really wanted the sheep to go first. Okay, that's good. We need the sheep to go before... Oh, that was not the play. Thank you, sheep. Okay, so now we just need Karnage to go. Oh my god. Okay, that was not what we wanted. Oh, now we just lost and lost. Yeah, GG. Ah, fuck. Yeah, the timing on the way all this went down was horrible. The only shot is if Karnage is able to kill him with the A1. No. Well, actually... Oh, we missed! We missed the strip on the Sulfurion. I don't know how that went down. Kills... He still can't swap. If Karnage... Oh, bummer. I was gonna say, if Karnage can get a counterattack right there... Ugh. Yeah, that just went as horrible as possible in terms of turn order. Like a little bit better turn order, and we would have been okay. Like if the sheep went and then the Karnage went, instead of having the Galathir go first, we would have been able to lock the actives and passives. Isn't it crazy that almost every fight has Galathir? How's arguably the best champ in the game so common? Because the people who are at this level are relying on Galathir to get here. Like, Galathir can get people to this level. Back, you ended up going for Con. Do you see any potential use for him? No, I didn't, and I don't have any regrets. All right, well, we got 50-50. I use Karnage a ton. I think this confirms for me that I want to build Karnage in... I want to take the gear off Alice, Georgid, and some of the other champions. The one thing I don't like doing is, like, it does... My best build does require me to pull a little bit of gear off Volcanos, mostly his banner, but Volcanos is not a very gear-intensive champion because most of his damage is from HP burns and the passive, and I just don't... He's not... It's not that important that he has good gear. So I think we do that. I'm going to keep doing some fights on the live stream. That's going to be it for the recording. I'm going to show you the Karnage build right now, but obviously I intend to change this. This is his build at the moment. He has no Relic. I'm torn. Part of me thinks I should put Aspect of Siroth on him, mostly because it has 2 of these slots, and then I could put this, or sorry, not this one. I could put the turn meter boosting effect one on him so that he would be my fastest. That's the question, is do I want him faster than Marius or not? And I think the answer is yes, but I'm not 100% sure. What else? I also don't know how this aspect of his kit, like, it doesn't seem to work properly against Siegfried. I wish there was like some way to test this, but there's no Siegfrieds in PvE. Like, I think if you activate the Siegfried passive, like, imagine I use this ability on a champion, on a Siegfried that's under block debuffs. It'll activate his ability, But then this third hit steals 100% of the target's turn meter seems to never actually work. Like, it doesn't steal it. But if it did, then you activate his ability on, like, hit 2. He gets this big fat turn meter boost, and then you steal all that turn meter so that he doesn't take a turn, and then Marius follows up right afterwards to strip the block damage and kill him. That would be a great strat. But the problem is this doesn't actually work when I use it like that in practice. So I'm like not sure. Like there's also potential for weak hit. So I'm like, maybe it didn't work because I weak hit, but it's really hard to tell sometimes. So yeah, one of those will be weak hit. Well, the only one that doesn't need, that I don't want to be weak hit is the last one. Everything else, it doesn't really matter if the first 2 weak hit, as long as they activate his passive. But even if they don't activate his passive, as long as they steal all the turn meter, that's good enough, most likely, because they'll do some damage. And then if he's like half health and Marius goes into his triple hitting attack, he'll activate and start decreasing it like on the first hit. Although, yeah, I guess, I don't know. But Karnage will steal all his turn meter, so Karnage should go first before he goes again, and then Karnage could kill him. It can work, I think. It can work if the actual mechanics of the game work properly, which I don't think they do, because Plarium has bugged the shit out of all the passives. They don't work right at all for like Nice and Siegfried. Siegfried is too squishy. The third hit never activates, and the attack ends when he changes form and dies. I'm talking about a Siegfried that is under block debuffs from a Feral set, which is how a lot of people are building him right now. So I won't be able to kill him because I won't be able to block his stuff. But if I can steal the turn meter, if I can tune my team so it's Karnage Marius, steal all the Siegfried's turn meter after he activates his passive, so that Marius can then go next and kill him, that would work great. But I don't think that's how it works, because it's buggy. That's how it should work if everything works as it's described in the tooltips. But Siegfried, like, his passive seems to like fully nullify abilities once it activates. Like the second hit, like it gets block damage, but it also like doesn't put up the block active skills, even if he doesn't have any block immunity. It's a weird thing. Anyway, okay, I was supposed to show you the build. So that's Karnage build. The other thing I'm thinking about Karnage, honestly, is he can be a really good PvE champion in Form 2, because he's got this passive where he ignores 10% defense for each debuff they're under. So if you stack a bunch of debuffs on your Chimera, you know, for example, and then you've got him with Lethal, he's ignoring 25%. Like, you can get him to ignore 100% defense pretty easily. And actually be an insanely high damage dealer, especially because this other part of his passive where he gets crit rate based off his accuracy. Once I can get one more level of blessing, the 5-star blessing, get that extra 100 accuracy, that'll be huge also for his damage. So what blessing? I have a Nature's Wrath blessing right now. I mean, this kind of makes sense, but I also kind of think I should have him in Soul Reap. If he was in 5-star, I'd definitely have him in Soul Reap, because this should count as a kill to activate it. I don't want to do this. The problem is this just doesn't stack fast enough. It's like, it's what? It's going to give me... I could reasonably get an 8% damage. Yeah, I'm going to switch it to Soul Reap, because the champions I want to use him against are vulnerable to Soul Reap. And then masteries, accuracy, Master Hexer. I don't know if this applies to the first hit on a 3-hit or all 3 hits of first hit, but we don't have it anyway. Cycle of Violence isn't bad. Just basic nuclear masteries, I guess. Helm Smasher, obviously. But cool. All right, I'm going to go do some more live arena on the live stream. That's it for the recording. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.